What's the ideal age to get married? Personally, I don't feel ready for marriage yet, but I believe around 25 is a good age. Even though I'm 26 now, I still don't feel prepared. However, I think I should consider marriage soon since I still have the opportunity, and men are still interested in me. However, I do understand why some women won't settle in their 20s. Do you like Chinese men or foreign men? I'm more into foreign guys, especially Western men. I don't care if they're white or black. I just think they're taller and richer, so I prefer them over local guys. Do you prefer Chinese men or foreign men? I appreciate both, as long as they're honest and loyal, though that seems hard to find nowadays. Many men today have multiple partners or relationships, so genuine commitment is rare. Many women in their 30s come to me, holding long lists of demands for the men they want to marry. They tell me the man must own a house and earn a high salary. Some even say he must accept that she will not cook or clean. I listen quietly, but inside I feel sad because I know the truth. These women are often avoided by men at this age. The men who meet their standards usually marry younger women. The women don't understand why no one chooses them. They blame men for being shallow, but they don't see their own lists are just as harsh. Love is not a shopping list. A good marriage needs warmth, understanding, and compromise, not just demands. Some women get angry when I say this. They insist they deserve the best. But life is not about deserving, it's about matching. If you want a man with money, ask yourself what you offer in return. If you want kindness, are you kind too? The best marriages happen when both sides adjust, not when one waits for perfection. I wish more women understood this before it's too late. I never thought I'd be single at 39. When I was younger, I imagined my life would follow the same path as my friends: marriage, children, a family of my own. But here I am, still alone. And sometimes the loneliness feels heavy. I see my friends with their husbands and kids, and I wonder where I went wrong. Maybe I was too picky. Maybe I waited too long. But even now, with the regret settling in my heart, I can't bring myself to lower my standards. I've had chances, of course. Men who were kind but didn't challenge me. Men who were stable but couldn't understand my ambitions. Men who wanted a wife but didn't really see me. And each time, I walked away, telling myself the right one would come. Now, time has passed, and the right one still hasn't arrived. People tell me I'm too stubborn, that I should settle before it's too late. But what's the point of being with someone if I have to shrink myself to fit into their life? I won't lie. There are nights when I cry, when the silence in my apartment feels too loud. I wonder if my pride has cost me happiness. But then I think about the women who married out of fear, who wake up next to someone they don't love, and I know I made the right choice. It hurts, but I'd rather be alone than pretend. So yes, I regret being single. I regret the years slipping by without someone to share them with. But I don't regret holding out for something real. Maybe it's too late for me. Maybe love just wasn't in my fate. But if I had to choose again, I'd still refuse to settle. Because in the end, the only thing worse than being alone is being with the wrong person and still feeling lonely. I always thought being single was the best choice for me. When I was in my 20s, I focused on my career, my friends, and my freedom. I told myself marriage could wait, that I had plenty of time. I watched my friends get married, have children, and build families. But I didn't feel rushed. I believed love would come when I was ready. Now, as I look back, I realize I was wrong. Years passed so quickly, and suddenly I'm no longer young. The men I once knew have settled down, and the chances I had slipped away without me noticing. I thought independence was everything, but now I feel lonely. I see couples growing old together, supporting each other while I face life alone. I wish I had taken marriage more seriously when I was younger. I wish I hadn't been so picky, so afraid of commitment. Maybe if I had tried harder, I wouldn't be sitting here now, full of regret. Love isn't perfect, and neither is marriage. But at least you don't have to face life by yourself. If I could go back, I would tell my younger self not to wait. I would tell her that time doesn't stop, and neither do opportunities. Now, all I can do is hope it's not too late, but deep down, I know I missed my best years. In a recent matchmaking event in China, 300 women showed up, but not a single man attended. This event was meant to help successful, high-earning women find partners, but the lack of men highlights a growing problem in Chinese society. Many educated, career-focused women struggle to find husbands, while men who meet their standards are either in short supply or they just simply don't want them. This clip went viral in China. As you can see in the video, a woman rushes to stop an average-looking man to introduce him to her best friend. Her friend is single and hasn't been able to find a wealthy man for marriage. They have a brief chat. The man clearly seems uncomfortable during the whole interaction, but the women don't care. In the end, they take his phone number. I went to a matchmaking event last weekend, hoping to meet someone special. When I arrived, I was shocked to see so many women there. The room was full, more than 200 of us, all dressed nicely, smiling, waiting. But as time passed, I realized something was wrong. No men came, not a single one. At first, I thought maybe they were running late, but the organizers looked embarrassed. They told us there had been low turnout from men. Some women laughed nervously. Others checked their phones, pretending it didn't matter. But I could see the disappointment. We had all come with hope, but the reality was different. A few women started talking to each other, making jokes to lighten the mood. Someone said, "Maybe next time we should just exchange numbers among ourselves." We all laughed, but it felt bittersweet. I left early. On my way home, I thought about how strange it was. So many women, so much effort, but no one to meet. It made me wonder if things have changed, if men don't care about these events anymore. Or maybe we were all just looking in the wrong place. Either way, it was a lonely feeling, standing in a crowded room where half the story was missing. I don't know if I'll go to another one, but that night I realized something. Sometimes you can do everything right, show up with an open heart, and still walk away with nothing. And that's just how life is. I just want to say something about men today. I'm tired of their cowardice. Every time there's a chance to meet face to face, to actually talk and get to know each other, they run away. They hide behind their phones, sending empty messages, making empty promises. But when it comes to showing up, where are they? Gone. I've been to matchmaking events, I've agreed to dates, and so many times they cancel at the last minute. Or worse, they just don't show up. No explanation, no apology, just silence. What are they so afraid of? A real conversation? A real connection? Or is it just that they're too weak to face a woman who might actually expect something from them? They say they want love. They say they want marriage, but their actions prove otherwise. They'd rather flirt from a distance, keep things shallow than step up and be honest. It's pathetic. If you're not ready, then don't waste our time. But if you are, then have the courage to show up. Otherwise, stop pretending. We see right through you. I want to share my story with you, sisters, because I think many of us make the same mistakes when it comes to love and marriage. When I was younger, I had so many conditions for the man I wanted to marry. He had to be tall. He had to earn a lot of money, own a house and a car, and have a stable job. He had to be handsome, romantic, and treat me like a princess. I thought these were just basic requirements, nothing too much to ask for. Year after year, I rejected good men because they didn't meet all my standards. Some were kind and hardworking, but didn't earn enough. Others had good jobs, but weren't tall enough. A few were very caring, but didn't own a house yet. I kept waiting for the perfect man, believing he would come if I just held on a little longer. But as time passed, I noticed something. The men I once dismissed as not good enough were now happily married, building families, while I was still alone. My friends who married ordinary men, men who weren't rich or exceptionally handsome, were living peaceful, loving lives. Their husbands worked hard, took care of them, and were good fathers. Meanwhile, I was still chasing a fantasy. Then I met my husband. He wasn't tall, didn't own a house, and his salary was just average. But he was patient, honest, and truly loved me. At first, I hesitated because he didn't match the image I had in my head. But my mother told me, a good heart is worth more than a full wallet, so I gave him a chance. Now, years later, I realize how wrong I was before. Love isn't about finding someone who checks every box on your list. It's about finding someone who will stand by you, respect you, and build a life with you. My husband may not be rich, but he works hard for our family. He may not be tall, but he carries all my burdens with me. He may not be perfect, but he is perfect for me. Sisters, if you keep waiting for a man who meets every single one of your high standards, you might wait forever. Real life isn't like the dramas or novels. Real men have flaws, just like we do. Instead of focusing on what they lack, look at what they can offer: loyalty, kindness, and a willingness to grow with you. Lowering your standards doesn't mean settling for less. It means opening your eyes to the real qualities that make a good husband and father. Don't let pride or unrealistic expectations rob you of happiness. The right man might not be the one you imagined, but he could be the one you truly need.